And now it is time for the final race of the night, the men's elimination race. Same story as the women. They will sprint every other lap. And the last one in the group at the end of every sprint is eliminated until we have just one rider left who wins the gold medal. Here are the starters.
All right, folks, this is it. This is
a similar list to what we saw earlier in the scratch race. Same two Americans, Tristan Manderveld and Gavin Hoover.
Come on, it's only 9:30. It ain't bedtime just yet. All right, Milton, make some noise. The world is watching the live stream right here on CBS.
The Canadian Mathias Guillemette, the home favorite.
Belgium gets all dressed up in some world-class action here. Olympic champions, world champions, and this is the final race of the evening. This is the men's elimination race. So we got 21 riders in this one. Similar as we saw with the women's, you're going to hear the bell after every 2 laps. So every 2 laps, there's going to be a sprint, and the last rider is really
Tim Thorn-Teutenberg of Germany, one of the favorites. As we take you through some of the high profile and box office names in this men's field. Yassine Chalel of Algeria. Gavin Hoover, who we also saw in the scratch race, the 24-year-old Southern California native who went to his first Olympics in Tokyo, racing the Madison and the Omnium for the U.S. Jules Hesters of Belgium finished 5th at the World Championships last year. Jor Havik. The gold medalist in this event from last year's World Championships, not here. Elia Viviani of Italy, one of the top sprinters in men's professional road racing, so other priorities at the moment for him. With the gun, the race officially commences. Final race of the night. There's the standings on the left where you will see who is eliminated with every sprint lap. And you'll know there's a sprint lap because you'll hear that bell. That means at the end of that lap, whoever's last in the group is eliminated. And we go one by one until there's just one left at the front. In the women's race, it was Jen Valente of the U.S. who won the gold medal. Who will it be for the men? Now, Eric Martorell is the first rider eliminated. another sprint lap coming up. So far, we've had a Spaniard and a Mexican eliminated, Martorell and Balvanera. And another rider set to be eliminated here. And it's Daniel Evdokimov. Coming to the end of another sprint lap. And we'll see who gets tabbed here. Our fourth rider eliminated. It is the American, Tristan Manderfeld. So that leaves just one American left in the group, Gavin Hoover. Got the Swiss rider in the red near the front. Dutch rider in an orange there as well. Gavin Hoover of the U.S. riding near the back in the blue jersey with the white helmet. And it's Edwin Sutherland who gets taken out on this next sprint lap. Well, as a reminder, strategy in this race is simple, but executing and being successful is another matter, because what you want to do is stay near the front to stay out of the danger zone, which is at the back, where you're more likely to be in a position to be out sprinted and eliminated as a result. But by staying at the front, you use more energy. It requires more out of you to stay with the riders at the very front and stay safe from elimination. You use less energy by riding near the back because you're in the pack, you're in the draft, you're benefiting from staying within that group of bodies, but you put yourself at risk that way. So which tactic do you want to take? The gold medal winner in the women's race, Jen Valente of the U.S., led the most laps of anyone, so it certainly worked out for her to stay near the front the whole time. Simon Vitsum of Switzerland, the next to go out. The Algerian Chalel was before him. 7 riders eliminated so far.
All right, Mathias Guillemette is still in this one, folks. In it to win it. Here we go.
Gavin Hoover of the U.S. now at the very front. Now Pizarro. Christian Pizarro taken out at that last sprint. Gavin Hoover, the U.S. rider, still at the very front. His teammate Manderfeld has already been eliminated. Gavin Hoover taking the same approach as Jen Valente. And again, coming off his very first appearance at the Olympics in Tokyo last summer. Did win a bronze in the Omnium in a World Cup right here in Milton on this track back in the 2019-2020 season. So he's had some success here at this venue before. Was part of a gold medal winning team pursuit squad for the U.S. at the Pan Am Championships some 4 years ago. And a national champion in the Omnium for the U.S. as well. Graham Frisley of Australia eliminated recently. João Matias as well of Portugal. So more riders eliminated with every bell lap. The bell means a sprint's coming up and someone's going home. You see how they come towards that finish line, and the riders near the back take the only space they can, which is up the track near the railing, to try and stay safe. Zhang of China here, the rider who is eliminated on that lap. They spread out across the track side by side. shoulder to shoulder, because all of the real estate at the bottom of the track is taken up by the leaders. So you got to swing up the track, which makes it even more difficult to try to eliminate the possibility of being eliminated, because you're using more energy to slide up the track on top of it. George Brian Jackson taken out in that last lap. Gavin Hoover, the U.S., once again back at the front. Japan's Iya Hashimoto right behind him. And the Canadian still very much alive here. Mathias Guillemette. And Denis Rugovac of the Czech Republic was eliminated at last lap. Juri Havik of the Netherlands at the front now. A sprint and an elimination coming up here. Gavin Hoover has to be careful for the U.S. Looks like he just makes it through safely. And that was Reese Britton, a gold medal winner earlier in the scratch race when he lapped the field. Now he's got his gold medal, but he's out of the elimination race now. And we are down to just a handful of riders left. 7 on the track. Dutch rider in trouble here in the orange. Juri Havik has to move up the track, and ooh, it looks like he's safe. He slingshots to the front. And it's Iya Hashimoto, the Japanese rider, who was eliminated instead. And, well, this rider from the Netherlands, Juri Havik, just trying to continue on, maintain the pace that he used with that springboard. And that slingshot effect that you get when you increase your speed essentially to a sprint by jumping up the track and then diving back down to the front. Racing for his survival has paid off. He's moved to the front. And Carlalberto Giordano of Italy gets eliminated. And we are down to the final 4. We've still got the American Gavin Hoover out front. The American and the Canadian Guillemette also still alive. And it looks like the German, Tim Thorn-Teutenberg, is going to be eliminated here. And remember, the Dutch rider still at the very front here. And that's Juri Havik with the sprint coming up. Gavin Hoover trying to lead the chase to catch him. They may not get him here. He may be gone for the gold. And now the Canadian struggling to hang on here. Who's going to get eliminated? It's going to be the Canadian. Yes, indeed. Guillemette goes out in front of the home crowd. And so we've got our 3 medalists. But what order will they finish in? What color will the medals be? It looks like the Dutch rider may hang on for the gold, and now it's the battle for silver. Can Gavin Hoover hang on ahead of the Belgian, Jules Hesters? Hesters passes him, and it doesn't look like Hoover has anything left. So Gavin Hoover, the Southern California native, is going to get eliminated here. He is going to get the bronze medal, and Hesters continues on. He catches and passes the Dutch rider, who has no response. And it's going to be Jules Hesters who is going to win gold. And it's going to be a coronation instead of a sprint. Jules Hesters, the gold medal in the men's elimination race tonight. Juri Havik of the Netherlands claims the silver. And Gavin Hoover of the U.S. is the bronze medalist tonight in Canada. So, for the United States, a good showing in the elimination race for both the women and the men. 2 medals, a gold and a bronze. From Jen Valente on the women's side, capturing the gold, and the American man, Gavin Hoover, getting the bronze. 2 Southern California natives.
And of course, if you do have to leave us early, thank you so much.
And that's 3 medals for the Americans on day 2 here in Milton, Ontario, Canada. After 1 on the first day, that's 4 total. And that brings an end to an exciting night 2 of racing in the suburbs of Toronto, with the podium ceremony and winners' interviews still to come. And to look at one of the key moves, this was Yuri Havek's first attempt to, first of all, prevent being eliminated, and then trying to go ahead and win the gold medal, as he tried to slingshot ahead, but then was just simply gassed at the end. And Hesters, who was top 5 at the World Championships last year, showing his savvy, patience, and poise, and really never had to sprint. Think about it. Hesters was in the pack throughout that whole race, and then because of the fact that both Hoover of the U.S. and Havek of the Netherlands were exhausted at the end, he just had that short little burst and then knew he was going to win the gold and cruised home for the victory. Never had to really engage in a sprint to get the win, but it's a gold medal nonetheless. That's what you call an experienced, savvy, and sophisticated performance to win the men's elimination race. Hesters, Havek, and Hoover on the podium in the final race of the night.